Jose Aldo confirms that his fight against Jonathan Martinez at UFC 301 is the last fight on his contract. Jose hints at a potential boxing match on the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul card. Speaking to MMA Junkie, Aldo said, "I think I needed a break for my mind and my body, just due to the amount of demand I put on myself and the toll that it had taken on me for training for the past 20 years. I found a discipline I could focus on, which was boxing, and I did that for a while, and I was able to kind of recover from all the pressure and everything else. Wanting to be the champion in every fight in there, the toll and the demand that I put on myself was significant. Now I feel like I've done that, and I'm able to come back. That's basically what I told the UFC a couple months ago. I want to do this fight, see where I'm at, see how I do, see how I perform, and then I can make a decision. I'm looking at maybe a big boxing fight, maybe somewhere down the line later this year, but we'll revisit that with the UFC once this fight is done with Jonathan Martinez. That fight with Floyd Mayweather was basically all set and done. Ali Abdelaziz was the one that was negotiating that, and I don't really know what happened, and it ended up not panning out for us to fight in Saudi Arabia. But there's a big event on Netflix later this year with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, and hopefully I can get on that. But we'll have to see. There's a lot of options floating." Justin Gaethje uploaded a video to his YouTube channel reflecting on his loss to Max Holloway. Gaethje says that his potential to fight for a belt has diminished. However, it's not impossible.
I could let this break me, but if my skills weren't there, I definitely would have different questions. But I know for a fact that my skills are still there. I'm still able to, perform like I always have been able to perform. And, as long as I have that skill and that desire, then I see no reason to not fight again. You certainly don't know what the future holds. So you just got to be in the present time. So obviously right now after this fight, don't like losing again. That sucks. My potential to fight for a belt is definitely diminished. However, it's not impossible. I knocked out Dustin Pereira, now he's fighting for a belt. You never know what this sport's gonna bring. So I'm gonna stay healthy, stay, not get too out of shape, because at this age, I don't want to get too far out of shape.
Dan Hooker fired back at Renato Moicano, recently calling him easy money.
And let me tell you something, Dan Hooker easy money. Pede pin, easy money. Not so easy.
Speaking to the All-Star, Dan said, "June on that card if Beneil wants it. I would love to. I would love to take that fight in June, July for International Fight Week. I will punch Beneil Dariush's head clean off his shoulders. There's no doubt about it. That would obviously be my top pick, but he's just been very quiet about shooting a shot. I'm not really sure if that's a date that he's willing to commit to, but obviously Moicano is there as well. If Beneil doesn't want it, Moicano calling me easy money, brother, you're the easiest money that I've ever seen in my life. You chinless scumbag. I'll come for him in a heartbeat. I saw him get hurt at the start of the fight. I don't think he'll be good to go by June. I think you might have to wake him up. I just don't think he'll be good to go. Even though we out-grappled him and eventually got the victory, there's been some insults shared on his behalf saying I can't grapple, I can't do this, and I can't do that. Mate, I'm not Drew Dober, and I'm not Jalen Turner. You need to relax calling me easy money. That's absolutely laughable, my friend. For that insult alone, you cannot turn down a June date. For that insult alone, I'll also punch his head clean off his shoulder." Mike Perry believes he could eventually fight Conor McGregor in BKFC. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Perry said, "I think it could be a possibility. When my manager shared it and he was like, 'This will happen,' I was like, whoa, that's cool. Look, Conor likes to throw hands. He's a great boxer, fought Floyd Mayweather. He got a front row seat to watch my show with Luke Rockhold, and he gave me respect by coming into the ring and giving me some of his time there. I think it would be fun and incredible. Maybe he would rip me apart with the words. I'd be there for it. Let's go. I'd learn a thing or two for sure. And I'd try to teach him a thing or two in the ring when it came to fighting. I wouldn't want any excuses, and I'm sure he's so good at talking, he wouldn't have any excuses if we did fight, and it goes the way I think it would go. It could possibly be that big dream fight that people are waiting on. I'll just keep winning in the meantime and keep scaring these guys from wanting to come over here and see me." Last week, Maycee Barber almost got into a fight with a woman who was leaning on her car. In a recent interview with TMZ, Maycee reveals she texted Dana White after the situation.
Can please stop touching my truck?
Well, you know what?
What?
I don't think you really want that.
Please get off my car. Get off my car.
Move me.
No.
Touch me.
Get off my car.
Touch me. I'm not doing anything.
Off my car,
don't touch
please.
me because I could bust you in your
Hey,
face.
bust me in my face.
I
then.
beat both of you but I won't.
Oh, do it!
Really?
Try!
I want to get
Try.
Phone.
Try.
Get your phones out of my face.
Get away from
You
my
need to
car.
move. You're disgusting.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
In your sweatpants and your... Why don't you dress better?
Maycee went on to say, dude, crazy lady that he's drunk. I'm like, one swing. I'm like, I know Demi could take her, but I'm like, like, don't touch my people, right? I just wanted her to swing on Demi. I'm like, I was getting ready. I'm like, I'm gonna have to call Dana and explain to him why I'm going to jail because I had to lay this lady out. I literally have a text thread with Dana telling him that. I'm like, dude, I thought I was gonna have to call you tonight and be like, hey, come help me out. I need to get out of jail. I had my phone out recording. I'm cracking up because I think it's hilarious. This lady's like, if you touch me, I'll bust your face. And I was like, oh, you don't want to touch her. Don't touch her. And then she's like, I'll beat both your mother effing. And I was like, oh, hell no. Mark Hunt went off on Dana White after hearing the payouts for Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. This post says that Ryan made $50 million and Devin made $35. Mark reposted it. He wrote, this is why you will be fired, you At Dana White, there has never been one MMA fighter to make this kind of money for a fight. Filthy degenerate swine. May 8th is the day people will see your corruption and all those filth you had conspire with you. Ian Garry posted this to his Instagram today, calling out Colby Covington once again. In the caption he wrote, where are you, Colby?
Cadê Colby? Cadê você? Vamos, meu amor. Come.
Sean Strickland responded to this post. Sean wrote, what's a better call out? Slapping a man from Missionary or having your wife tell you to wear a shirt with a mugshot on it? Sean also responded to the DMs that Ian released between him and Colby Covington. Sean responded saying, we all know Ian didn't write this. Former world's strongest man Eddie Hall broke Alex Pereira's world record punch at the UFC PI.
Oh my gosh. Bro.
Bro. The record's 191. What? 168.
68.
What? 208.
Nice, man. That's good, bro.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Naomi. It says, Anthony Smith always catching L's, man. I'm sure he is a great dude personally, but his comments make it so easy to make fun of him. The second one's from King C89. It says, on paper, Smith isn't delusional. And the final one's from Ian. It says, Ian Garry calling Colby a coward while his comments are still turned off is hilarious. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.